Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm playing a series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. These are supposedly 3 times hotter, but are they 3 times better? We'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. And that's definitely the case today. I went over there and got off work a little while ago and decided to go over there and stop off by the Speedway. It's like one of my favorite gas stations to go to. Got a fucking Speedway card that I've been saving up my points on. And I decided to go in today, grab myself a couple pieces of pizza, as you do. But I was making my way around to see if there was anything worth reviewing, and I saw something. I'm like, well, wait a second now, I've reviewed that already. But there was a bit of a twist on it, so I was like, all right, twisting it up, twisty. So what are we doing? What are we reviewing? Boom! It's Oots, or Utz. I think it's Utz, maybe. This is specifically Utz Mike's Hot Honey Chips. See? But these are the 3 times hotter. These are the extra hot version. Ooh. Now, I reviewed the Utz or Oots chips, however the hell you want to pronounce it. The hot honey ones when they first came out. That was back in 2024. And 2024 was like the year of hot honey. That was like everything started doing it. 2025 has persisted. It's dialed down a little bit, but it's still pretty prevalent. And so much so, I in fact have an entire playlist called Hot Honey is the Money. That's where I go over there and I upload my hot honey reviews. That's where this one's going to end up. So let's find out if these are actually got some extra spank to them. Thing for a thing looks like that. Which kind of I do appreciate too. These are Mike's Hot Honey, because some of them are just generic bullshit. But like, this has got the name brand. All right. Now I will say, I always mention this whenever I go over there and review like chips. Right? Here's a bag. Right? It's about the size of my head, and I got a big ass head. This is how many chips you actually get. Look at that. Nowhere near as big as my big ass head. Some people argue the point and say, oh no, they have to do it, it's for transport. No, it's not. And to the people who make that argument, they've admitted it's not. They flat out fucking admitted, yes, we're basically scamming you guys. So, yeah. They're charging us more for less chips. So don't go over there and start licking boots on their behalf, because I promise you, they will not reciprocate. But let's try out some chips. Chips. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that's got some fire to it. Little, okay. It's a grower. That's a grower. Okay. I think it's... Maybe not. Oh, it's got a nice radiating heat. Like, it started off really just kind of, general mouthfeel, but it eventually made its way to the back of my throat. Like, and that's when it really started to go, okay, yeah, these are definitely doing something, man. Because like when I reviewed the original ones, like I liked them. I like hot honey. It's a fun thing to add on as a flavoring. And, the one thing I will say that I'm sure I mentioned at the time was that even though I liked it, the hot aspect of it wasn't very prominent. And it doesn't have to be fair, as long as you get a little bit of sweet and a little bit of spicy. These, though, these deliver on the heat. These have got some proper kick to them. They're not crazy spicy or anything, but like even just that one chip, that's proper. Because it starts off and you just get that sweetness from the honey. But very quickly, that heat starts to pick up and gather momentum. Like I said, it starts at the front, a little bit of your lips, a little bit of your tongue, and it starts to kind of radiate. And then, right about there, that's when it hits the back of your throat. These are proper, man. I mean, I wasn't expecting them to be bad or anything, but like, I didn't know if they were gonna, yeah, okay, they're 3 times hotter, but like, what was that gonna mean? Because like the first ones weren't that hot. Now I'm like, these aren't anything close to like crazy spicy chips. Like, hell, I've done the 1-chip challenge a few times in my life. I think I even reviewed it at one point years ago. You can look up that review. It's nothing like that, but like for being a commercially available product that's not intended as a gimmick, I actually think they did a nice job with the heat. Like, this has got some proper oomph to it, and I like that. Good on you, Oots and Mike's. You did a good job. You need to put more chips in the bag. You need to do that. But, at the very least, the chips that you do put in the bag are very tasty. I like that. Okay. That's good, man. The chips themselves are fine. Like, Oots have kind of or Utz, they have kind of an old school style chip. Definitely remind me of potato chips that I used to eat when I was a kid. The texture's a little bit thinner, but like, not in a bad way. Like, it still works really nicely, and they still managed to pack a lot of flavor on there. So, I'm perfectly down with these. But, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get them again? Would I recommend them? I mean, I have to go with yes and yes for, yeah. I'm impressed. Like I said, I mean, Oots tend to make good chips. And so I was, coming into this pretty, with some pretty decent standards in mind. But again, it was the thing of like, is it actually going to be spicy, or is it just going to be, a little tingle? No, that's got some proper kick to it. Like, those are decently spicy, and they still have the nice sweetness from the honey. I will say, and I won't exactly call it a criticism, but it's a point of note. Obviously, adding on that extra spiciness does kind of shift the balance between the sweetness and the spicy. The sweetness kind of gets in, and it's there throughout, but the spiciness really does kind of take over, so there's that aspect to consider. I would have almost liked it at like double the spiciness, instead of jumping straight to 3 times, but at the same time, I mean, I'm good with it, man. I like it. So, I like sweet, I like heat. I think these are fun, and I like they've got that proper kick to them. So, I could do these, or I could do the normal ones, and be perfectly fine. They're both good tasting chips. Now, if I'm recommending them, I mean, obviously you gotta like spicy stuff. Because these, I'm not going to say, if you're into crazy spicy stuff, these aren't going to do anything for you. But, if you're, like, more casual about it, these might not be your jam, Because, again, they do have some heat to them. And if you're definitely, if you're eating them in sequence, that's going to build up. So, not going to be for everybody, but I do think if you enjoy, again, that mix of sweet and heat, these, they got some proper kick, and I like that, so I'd still recommend them. At least try them. They're fun. But anyway, final 2 things. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly hot honey-tastic rest of your life, because, I mean, fuck it, man. Hot honey's still going strong, so final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and, just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, if you try these out, let me know how you like them. You know, do you prefer the original ones? Do you like these better? Because this is one of those things where, like, this could be very, very preference-based, you know? Because for me personally, like I said, I could genuinely take either. I could take the original ones, or I could take the extra hot. I like that they do similar but different things, you know? So either chip variety or level of heat is acceptable with me. But how about you? Anyway,